I can't spell. Okay. It's a brand new world. I don't know the rest of the song. I'm terrible. Terrible, terrible. I've also not seen a world type. Okay. So normally I do keep inventory on because this in this pack you could go like thousands of blocks, die, and then have to retread thousands of blocks. It's very annoying. But we'll deal with it as we go. Okie dokes. So this is TFC. Limestone. I don't think limestone's great for starting, but we'll take it. Never seen TFC. More realistic mod pack. You can't just go over and punch trees. You have to actually make an axe out of stone. Then you gotta pick up some sticks off the ground. And now we can chop a tree. Also, metals aren't as easy to acquire. They're not just, you can't just like dig straight down and then expect to be in a cave and voila, 10,000 ores. No. Ores are in giant clusters of veins and they're also limited by rock types. I'll go over the rock types in a moment. And it looks like we have a bunch of bad stuff behind us. We spawned. Is that far north? I feel like that's pretty decently. It's not too far north. But there's also, I think, no, booster up on the map is yellow. So I have no idea what those are. I really don't want to find out. Oh, you know what those could be? Maybe like a bunch of skeletons in a cave. Also, normal Minecraft mobs don't spawn on surface, they only spawn underground. In caves. Yeah, they're all in a cave below me. Also, you need to, there's 3 bars you need to take care of. There's of course your health, there's hunger, and then the blue one is water. You can't drink salty water. You will just get hydrated. What am I doing that for? I need to be doing that with a knife. Shit. No. There's gonna be a lot of useless stuff we're gonna be picking up. I'll throw them in a moment. Also, you can't create furnaces out of stone. You have to make a fire pit, which is a log. I think it's a couple sticks and some thatch if you want to make it easier. But you don't have to include the thatch. You can just do a fire starter. It's just sticks. So yeah, very realistic. a lot harder than regular Minecraft because you die really easily. You're very squishy in the beginning because our health isn't going to stay at 850, by the way. It's going to go up or down depending on our diet. In the early game, it's just going to continue going down until I think we hit the 500 mark. Because all we're going to eat is like specifically like meat, protein. So not much nutrition value there. We'll be lucky if we can find some greens, which we can make use of right now. This is probably going to be our best long-term food source, and we found clay already. Nice. For a while, because everything expires in this game as well. This expires in 3 days. That expires in 7 days. This expires in a year. So, worry about for a while. The only downside is that it has no nutrition. It's just saturation. It doesn't give us grains or anything like that. We need to actually mill it and turn it into like bread. If we want to get anything out of it. Also, seeds are very, very precious. You don't get multiples out of a grown crop like you would a vanilla. You get the one per crop. So there might be a way to do it to get more later in the game. But as for now, we're just stuck with one seed per one crop. There's also rock layers. So even though we're on limestone right now, deeper down there's going to be some other rock type, and then deeper there, depending on how that second rock type goes, we might be able to get into like a tertiary rock type. Also, as you can see, the blocks falling everywhere. Gravel and sand is no longer the only gravity blocks. Pretty much anything that's natural will also just like fall down slopes if they're not supported enough. So mining becomes incredibly dangerous. Now you need supports. You can't just like dig in a tunnel. Just expect to be a-okay. And to help us along, we have this nifty little thing. Whoops. It's gonna help us track our progression. Of course, it doesn't actually have any rewards, so that'd be cheaty. Gonna need a lot of clay, because clay is going to be how we make our first vessels. Do. Why is it not completing? Oh, because it's a mark. Woohoo. Okay. We need more rocks. We can focus on that later. That's mostly just like a progression tracking thing. It's to help us track, but I'm very familiar with the early game. God, I forget how garbage stone tools are. Can't wait to get some metal going. Still full. How much is that? Stack. 2 stacks. 3 stacks and a bit. I think that's good enough. Alrighty. We will probably want some more wood. We're really lucky to spawn next to a river. The last world that I spawned in, I had to search I think I had to search it was like 300 or 400 blocks to find any water source. We're also lucky to be next to an ocean, because that gives us access to sand, which gives us access to mortar, which means we can make cobblestone and or bricks. So that's really nice. The really boring part, just chop trees. Ever. Wait, hold on. There's a. Damn it. There's an exploit where if you have same type of log, a standalone log will mine a lot faster than a whole tree, but for some reason if you place one next to it, it just thinks it's a whole tree instead of being just its own independent thing. Which is going to be saving a lot of time for us. Let's get all these rocks off the ground. We're going to need them. Are these auto-completing? Please tell me they are. It looks like they are. Okay. Okay. Honestly, no. Wait, never mind. I forgot. In order to build things, we need stone, and we haven't found a single piece of copper yet, which is not ideal. How much do I have? I have plenty. So ideally, I don't think copper can spawn here. This is gonna be our handy dandy little notebook. It's gonna tell us about everything. Here is ores. Oh, it keeps the stuff from my previous ones. That's weird. I don't like that. Okay, so morphic. So it looks like we can find tetrahedrite. Sun is setting down. Again, not that big of an issue. Oh, hold on. There's that realistic darkness thing. True darkness. Off. Okay, cool. Because I can't see anything. It is basalts. Now. So we're gonna go through our logs really, really quickly. Really like to see some. Oh, potatoes are fantastic. They have such a big range where they can grow in terms of temperature. That's also a thing. Oh, average temperature of 1C. Ooh, that's not great. We might want to be heading south. Okay, while we travel. Because crops can only grow at a certain temperature and certain hydration level. You can't just like, there might be like a bear there. But yeah, each crop has like their own preference regarding the nutrients that they prefer. The more that specific nutrient, the faster they grow. But also, the temperature makes a huge difference. If you have growing seasons, some crops will not grow if it is too cold or too hot. Okay, cool. We found our first bits of copper. Let's make a note here. Copper. make it. Let's make it dark red for that. Because we're going to be coming back once we get some proper tools to actually mine the copper that's down there somewhere. Looks like it might not actually be difficult once we do get the tools. In fact, we might be able to get the tools now. Which is this? 160. Can make a single pickaxe. Oops. 320. So it goes 280. 420. So every 144 millibuckets is a ingot. Oh, where did that one go? Okay. So that's, and every ingot is usually one tool. There are a couple tools that are a little bit more expensive. Swords require double ingots. Maces, no. So it's swords, spades, and hammers. Mining hammers. Regular hammers are just single ingot. 256. Ideally, we'd be able to find either some tin or some gold and silver, so we can make some bronze and save some of our copper that way, make more ingots. Yeah, see, there's some copper right there, so let's delete this one. Delete. And then let's go here. Let's make it red. Right on top of it. I don't remember if there's a use for bones early on. I don't think so, because the needle's not used at all. Make bone meal, which is phosphorus, but it's a terrible way to get it, so I'll just throw it away for now. May as well pick up everything. You can already see where the vein is at from here, thankfully, thanks to this ravine and cave. Got really lucky. Got so lucky. Sometimes I can go like an hour or two without seeing any copper. Big yikes. Because going an hour or two without tin or zinc or gold or silver is fine as long as you have copper. But if you find the other two and no copper, it becomes an issue. Also, food is starting to be a little bit of an issue. And there's also different fruits that are different bushes. Ideally, you don't want to pick up bushes that are from a different biome or location from where you're going to be, because while there are good a source of fruit, they don't. Just like everything else, they have a temperature preference. If you're outside of that temperature zone, then they're not going to grow. Or they may grow, but not achieve. Ouch. Am I stuck? Also, getting planks is going to be taking a while, although we could make them now. I would rather wait, like I said, to get some bronze. Let's break the whole thing. Okay. not looking great. We're already stuck between the oceans. We're in a peninsula, which isn't fantastic. Hopefully this is a continent and not an island, although it looks like it is a continent. I just, in my pursuit to going southward, I stumbled across the ocean. There is a way to get boats, but it requires me to have copper tools. Oh, those pumpkins are going to be our life and blood. Need those seeds. Pumpkins are, in my opinion, they're the best of the fruits. Okay, here's some gold. Um, Mark that. I don't need this many sticks. Now, if we find silver, we're gonna be able to get some bronze. But I do need quite a bit of gold and silver to get that done. So much stuff, but it's still important. Get rid of the single log. Sometimes you can find gravel that has like silver in it. In which case we can use a sluice to go ahead and get it out. But again, that requires me to have tools first. I don't want that much. Have that spot saved for silver. Okay. So let me. Let's get into primitive alloys. So there's this. So quarter. So 1/10 to a quarter. So realistically, I don't need even this much, as much gold as I'm carrying, but can be too safe. Onions are like okay. As well. Need quite a few vegetables. Ideally, we would find a way to get south that doesn't involve the ocean. Again, so I can get that silver credit. More pumpkins. I'll definitely take the seeds. We can make soups and sandwiches later. To get our health back up and get our nutrients more balanced. Dairy's gonna be a bit of a it's gonna be a process to get because you can't just like find a cow and milk it. You have to domesticate it first, and then you can milk it. Oh, that's a big tree. I was about to complain. About to stick with some gold. Find 2 veins of gold and no silver. Very, very sad. Also, there's no villagers or any pre-existing structures for the most part. As far as I know, anyways, in this pack. So we can't just like get stupid OP, stupid quick. Everything has to be done manually. No shortcuts. So many ravines everywhere. As I mentioned earlier, caves are going to be super dangerous. Don't want to go in there. I don't have to. God damn it. Can I make a spear real quick? Or it's a javelin, sorry. Let me see if I can remember how to do it. Yeah. Okay. Huh? Stay still. Hunting the old-fashioned way. Chucking sticks. Where'd it go? Wait, where did my spear go? Like, actually. Am I blind? What just happened? Come here. That's right, give me your meat. This. And then we're also gonna need this leather. Ugh. Get rid of the onions. Medium. I think we need a large hide in order to get started with our scraped hide, prepared hide. I think it's much bed. Large, yeah, I need a large hide. I'll take what we can get for now, but ideally we'd be able to find something that, like a cow or a yak or something that makes a little bit bigger than a deer. Considerate. That's zinc. We need bismuth. I may have gotten carried away with the amount of clay I've gotten. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking. I don't think that's a useful one. Cool. So not yet. Later, maybe. Where's all the cassette radios? I'm not sure if male deer give large hides. They might. Let's have to see. You can domesticate deer. There's just not really a purpose to it. Because they're just worse than cows. Cows give you milk and hides and food, whereas deer only provide you with hides and food. Pigs would be another ideal one because they produce so much food. Because they have litters instead of just having a single offspring. Right. If you hear things plopping, that's just because I'm stepping on them for too long. Another copper vein. Bismuth is usually pretty easy to find, but same for cassiterite. I'm honestly astonished that we found 2 veins of gold before we found cassiterite. These are just shells. Shells will be important later because we need flux for anvil shenanigans. Later. So that's an alpaca, but I think those are medium heights as well. More cassette, right? Let's mark it. Which cassette do I have? I mean, I don't need this much, but I do need some. I'm really just prepping for the future. Now, if we could find some silver or some bismuth, is bismuth? No, we're just walking near it. We could find some bismuth or some silver. Would be in business. Silver, I think, is a little bit harder to. There it is. Oh, there we go. Crisis solved. Get rid of the hide for now, since we don't need to make leather yet. If you're patient, sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I don't really have a qualm with starting with copper tools. It's just I would really just rather skip the step. All of your bismuth are belong to us. Fun fact about bismuth: it's actually used in a medicine. That's why it's called Pepto-Bismol because there's 5 molecules of bismuth in there. So that's fun. Isn't it weird how our bodies process things? Whack. Oh god. I thought that duck was a bear for a moment. I was so scared. And back to where we were. Is there any more for any more? 21, 336. I mean, that's okay. But I would rather at least match the amount of copper I have. Or at least get a stack of it, I mean. Yeah, there we go. It's a lot more. It's better. Which do I have? 30. Just 2 more. Okay. So now we can go ahead and get the party started. First off, we're going to want to clear off a little space. So now this is where we get to doing pottery real quick. I have enough. I have just enough logs for, or I have slightly more than enough to make everything I need to make. What's the key? No, no, that's not what I want. Oh, it's a key. Key binds. What is it called? Ground. Trap selection. It'll be under TFC. Or this doesn't do it by mods, which sucks. Action key. So as for the goal of the series, I'm probably gonna stop at steel. I might only invent electricity using Terrafirma Greg or Greg, Greg Tech, just to get lighting because I think it's annoying. I can't find it. Show complex. Show aw. Is it V? Yeah, it is V. Okay. Cool. So for now, we can just make these into a pile. Holding shift and right click. I duck. And then we can start to making some pottery. So first we're gonna need a couple of large vessels. I think. And then what was it? Like that? Yeah. So this is going to be the vessels are going to be how we carry extra items. This is essentially a backpack. It's a really bad backpack because you can't access the inventory in it while it's on your back. But it's better than what we got. And then these are little tiny containers that can hold, I think it's 4 items each. Yeah, 4 items. But those are usually in smaller stacks, so you're not holding stacks and stacks of items. And then we're gonna want yak. That's great, because that's gonna be our large heights. Okay, so we're gonna need some of these, and then I think 6 is gonna do, and now we're gonna do some molds for some tools. So I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want an axe. I think I nope. We're gonna want a prospector's pick, which is shoot. Nope. I'm just wasting clay here. Prospector's pick. Okay, I almost had it. Okay. And then we're gonna need a saw. The saw is weird. Saw. Okay, so those 3. There we go. Okay. So the saw is gonna let us turn our wood into wood planks. What else do I need? I mean, we could make a javelin, but there's not much use in making javelins in my experience, in my opinion. Like it's okay. We would rather like fight a spider for some string or shear some rope. Oh, that's what we can make. Shear. I think our knife molds. Oh, you need to weld them. Well, that's easy enough. We need just a stone hammer and some stone, some flux. I would, or I could just, I think yak give. Yep. So it's yak. 3 animals. pregnant for 64 days. Oh. Sheep, alpacas, and musk. Okay, so yaks don't actually give. We could just do ingot molds. Don't really want to do that this early in the game. There are chisels. Chisels, hammer. We're gonna need a chisel. Oh, and then we're gonna need a spindle. Okay. So that's our everything. Actually, I might not have enough straw. Never mind, what am I talking about? It's the logs that are the issue, always. Okay, and then this is where we make our fire starter. There we go. Let there be light. We're gonna move these a little bit further back. Don't want anything to catch on fire. In the meantime, let me grab one of these. Actually, let me just let's make a fire right here. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's just 3, but I don't remember. Just in case. This way we can cook up our meat. We're gonna want to get some water soon, though. Cooked meat doesn't last just a little bit longer. Well, actually, it lasts the same amount. It's just, I think, the rabbit. It's so small. It lasts not very long enough. And then we can also make torches with the fire. Now we just gotta wait like 8 minutes. For that to happen. We only need one, and then we can just right-click with our stuff. Let me put the fire starter down. Put everything down that we don't need right now. We're gonna do the same process as we are now to cook these ores. I can just hold it, can I? Nope. There's the issue with holding it. I may have gone a little bit overboard with the copper. Okay. And then we can just this. So the reason I said earlier that I might stop at electricity solely to make lights is because nothing in this game stays alight permanently. I think the longest you can get is by carving pumpkins and making jack-o'-lanterns. Those last I think 4 days. Whereas torches just last Breakfast. But as you saw, our health increase there just because we're getting our protein up as we were getting our vegetables up. Let us go. Let's call this base because I'm gonna forget. Base temp. Or actually, I can just make a temporary waypoint. Okay. And then we can just hide everything else. H. They're like okay, not as great. Here you. Oh, you're muskox. Better because now I can get sheepskin, which means I can get. Okay, so that's both large rawhide and. Bladders we don't need. Renees are only important once we start milking things. It's gonna be for a little bit. Alpaca here. Come here. So I need to look for some water. That might be fresh water for south. Is that south? Yeah. South. Hopefully. Junk. This. Wish we could craft clay blocks. It's up in the area. Be a pain getting back up here. Sit. Okay. Oh, found one. Thanks. Wait, hold on. Oh, we just found 10 straight up. I misremembered. We're gonna pick that up. Sure. I am surprised we find 10. It's hard to find normally. Like, really hard, just like it is IRL. It is really rare. Good reason. Well, that there is a good reason for it, but still. At a huge inconvenience to not only us, but especially our ancestors. Bronze was a lot more importance than it is for us today. More for any more, please. How have I found more tin than I have zinc? It's crazy. Or I could just be blind. That's also an option. Their dough. Here I was about to dismiss it until I hovered it over, thinking it was a shell. All your sphelerite are belong to us. Now. How much is that? Not very much. More. Nope. And since torches don't last forever, caves are nearly impossible to permanently light up until we get to blue steel. In which case we can pick up lava and make infinite lasting lanterns using iron. Alright, cool. Nickel. More just useless stuff. Where? Is that really it? Just no way. Such a tiny amount. No way. That's it. A little podcast. Probably just kidding. Sorry, buddy. I don't need your bones though. They're useless to me. Your meat. There's some in the water. Really? Come on, man. I need more. I can't just thrive off of this. Uh-oh. Gold, though. Rain, go away. No, actually don't. It makes it easier for me to hydrate just by pointing upwards. Just putting it directly into my mouth. Giant bucket. Where's... Okay, so with vessels, we can now store all of this. We can store our useless stuff like seeds, more seeds, saplings, anything small. Straw, seeds. Now we're not just carrying a bunch of this stuff. It also makes our meats last longer. Here. Is that on my vessels? So it behooves us to store all of our food in vessels. I'm gonna scrape these if I forget. Okay. Then we can also put like our ores in them. So this is a large item, which means it is exhausting to carry. So we don't really, if we can help it, we don't want to carry more than one of those. Although you can technically cheat it if you're willing to take the hunger and thirst penalty by just carrying one in your back and then one in your inventory. Primitive. Okay, so bismuth bronze is 30% zinc, 20% bismuth, and 65% copper. 50. So ideally, I just want to do this because I want to waste the least amount of copper. These two, like I just want to use the least amount of everything, right? So, 50, 70, 80. So there's gonna be some wiggle room. Thankfully, it tells you here how much There is. So I want some of that. So I want 10%? No, I don't want to make 10. I want to make it with this. What's the book say? So for this, I need 20 zinc, 50 tin. I need 20% zinc, 10% bismuth. Oh, the copper's too high. Still too high. There we go. That's our first batch. We can probably double it. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Okay. And yep. So we're using the least amount of zinc that we can. That's good. So we want to put it that there. Do we have? I have another couple vessels. So 16. Or sorry, not 16. 13. 4 and 3. The magic number, I think. Okay. Okay, so now we have 780. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's this? 40. Hold on, let me take out the trusty calculator. 640 over 144. So that's 4 tools, and I have 5. Technically, we could go without the chisel. Would rather not go out without the chisel. How much do I care? Kind of care a little. Actually, no, I don't care at all. So I can just put all our copper in there and for have that dirt in there. Okay. So then I need some straw. Now we're gonna have to leave it a little bit longer. Then these logs. So we're gonna have a little bit of leftover bronze, so we're gonna want to make some get molds just so we can preserve that little extra without having to dedicate a whole vessel to it. That vessel could be used to carry some other items. I don't think it can carry the actual ingot mold itself. Off. Right. And there we go. That's a lot of logs. Sticks. Let's put our fire starter in there. Kind of want the sapling. Where's okay. My fire starter. I really don't need this many sticks. That is... What? I didn't know you could do that with clay. I learned. So after the fire pit's done, you can go ahead and, like... Yeah, it leaves some ash behind. So let's put that in there. We'll need the wool for a little bit. Let's put some of this raw stuff in here. Stuff that I don't immediately need. Copper. For these. Then now we can break it and put it on our backs, and we have essentially a chest or a kind of like a 3x3 extra. So now we just wait 4 minutes while that cooks up. Nope. That cooks up. In the meantime, is there a way to store these? Shit. So we're gonna need to hold on to this for once we start planting food, so that way we can get those nutrients that I was talking about. Each plant has its own preferred nutrient. That makes it grow faster and gives better yields for food. What am I doing? Also gonna want to carry quite a few logs with us, so we can make maple saplings. Can go in here. So we can make ladders later on, because ladders are made not with sticks but with actual logs. Oh, actually, we're gonna want some Douglas fir. Douglas fir is fantastic because you can plant it right next to each other, and you'll usually make a return, if not the same amount of saplings that you use planting. Fantastic tree. It also looks good. It's a little bit pale, but the wood looks good, but it's a little bit pale, but it's workable. Again, ideally, we're gonna go much further south. In fact, once I make this saw, I might just start heading south towards the ocean, and hopefully... Oh, I forgot to make a water vessel, so we can carry water with us. Should probably do that now, while we're still here and have plenty of resources. I could also make a barrel. Barrels are heavy. Barrels store water liquids. In the early game, they're really useful for storing specifically water. So that way you have more than just a single drink's worth. Get in the fire. Cook. Cook yourself. Cook yourself. Cook. Please. Can you please? That way. That way. Also, as you can see on the tooltip, there's males and females. So you can't just get 2 pairs of animals and get them to breed. Stubborn. Do I have? No, I put it away. Damn it. Because they're free cooked stuff. So let's get that jug. How did it go? It's called a jug. Okay, so we're gonna want 2 of these in my experience. At least. Do I have any more straw? I don't. Oh, wait, no, it's in one of my vessels here. And then... I'm not as knowledgeable on this version since it is... Oh, shoot. We're killing time here. This. Damn it! I waited too long. I didn't realize it. You need to be really quick to pour the bronze. Now we need to wait another 8 minutes. Ugh. In the meantime, let's see if there's not any more veggies to harvest. More sphelerite. Good. Here, definitely. This is like the more cassiterite. Both good. Magnetite. We don't need iron yet. It's gonna be much later down the road. Give me all your sphelerite. Hey, buddy. I'm now stuck. Oh, I see. Never mind. I am not stuck. So this is a musk ox. So I could get more wool. I think 7 is more than enough for what I need. For what I want. Wool yarn. Like, is this 8? Need 16. So 7 times 8 is 56. 6 for 16 is 3.5. That's just enough. What I want for a bed. So I have just enough. You live for today. For today, you're spared. That's a bear. We want nothing to do with bears for right now. We are dead. If the bear so much as catches a glimpse of us. So we are going to be heading on our merry way this way while collecting all the ores that we can find. And getting the hell away from that direction. 4 minutes, 4 minutes. I would finish. We're in good moods. I don't need those clay balls. My inventory's starting to clutter again. Can't wait for it to be filled up with useful things. I don't need more sticks than a stack. No, that's not true. Use. Where are you? Okay, now everything else is useless. 3 minutes left. Should be sprinting everywhere, considering I don't have vessels or jugs in inventory. We should get back to collecting these. Okay. There's another one here. There's a few more scattered to boot. Ow. My feet. Really picked so thoroughly? I'm pretty sure I left plenty. I thought I did. Another one. Just blind. Another one. Another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. Sneaky. Hiding. Okay, so we were gonna leave these behind because I really don't want more. What I absolutely need for right now. The straw we can just throw away. Seconds. So we gotta be quick. Have these in the hot bar. Those there. Oh, those are jugs. Damn it. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's go time. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to be doing our saw. Our pick. I really wish the molds themselves showed you some, because some of them do take more than 144, which is what I'm worried about. I think all of the ones I chose don't take more than 144. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit extra. Unfortunately, this game isn't like the original. I think it's 1.7, where the units are in hundreds, or everything is in hundreds, including like the pickaxe, like the molds and everything. Let's go south so we can start cooling these off. So that they're easier to manage and you don't have as much just waste product just everywhere. Unfortunately, the 1.21 version, which is what I'm on, doesn't do that. Or doesn't make great use of sort of stuff. Screw it. So we can shift right click to get these out of their molds. These are not their correct colors, but that's not either. Should be green. Whatever. Or I wonder if it's because of the makeup of the... Ooh, it might be because of the makeup of the actual metal. So now we have tools. Huzzah. Alright. Oh, hi. Still stuck. Maybe I should have gone with 2 just so I can make a shovel. Okay, I'll just make one out of stone for now. It's not gonna last me very long. I already have one. Win. Wasting resources and time. So the way you do boats, let me remind myself, because you need to make a dugout canoe, you need a specific types of wood. Douglas fir. Okay, cool. Wow, we really got lucky because everything else that we have does not make a canoe. Okay. So now let us. So if I remember right, 2, 3. Shift in order to just break one. Whoops. That's not what I want. Okay, so then you need to strip these. Then with a saw, right click until you remove half of it. Then I think you have to right click with the axe again for the individual pieces. Okay, and then we use our fire starter to finish it off. And now we have to wait 8 minutes while that cooks. While it cooks, we're going to go ahead and some water in our systems. Because we don't know the next time we'll be visiting either an island or continent that has easy to access water. I thought that was like a shark or something. Scared me. Scary. Now if I remember right, these have a chance to break on every use. So we're just gonna have to pray. Oh, that's seawater. God damn it. That's what I get for not looking at the UI. I just assumed. Save me. Should be fresh water at some point, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, we really don't need gold. We need silver. Black bronze, if I remember right. Did I just see Creeper's head? Well, I shouldn't be sticking around to finding out. It's like a terrible plan. Where's Spellerite? If anything, we need more copper. You can never have too much copper. No such thing. If anybody tells you you have enough copper, they're lying to you. They just want their that copper all to themselves. Okay, so we may as well just do a small fire here. And cook some of our food because we're out again. 1, 2, 3. Where's my fire starter? Okay. Actually, we want to use these for less inventory spots. Mutton. Nope. Get back in here. By the way, the music in this And this game is using the same music as the one in the 1.7 version. Unfortunately, I don't think it's the same dev or dev team that worked on the 1.7 version. It's just a homage. Yeah, homage to the original 1.7 version. This will help us for a little bit. Do I have any more raw meat? I bet you I do somewhere. It's all in here, isn't it? Did I leave my vessel back there? I did, didn't I? Thankfully, I didn't get rid of the waypoint. Really shouldn't be running. That's more efficient. Not that much more efficient than just walking. I got plenty of time to kill. My only worry is if the bear's still around. Because we cannot kill a bear at this point. Well, we could. We would just need to stack up. I don't think bears can climb. I hope. Dummy. I almost left all my food behind. Alternatively, you could play like soccer with those things and just honestly just throw them out of your inventory. Ugh, it's a nightmare though. Be a lot of storage. I actually don't know when it goes. Should be getting ready. Oh, where is... It starts raining again, so I don't have to worry about water. Really wish you could just stack these in here. Can you? Nope. Damn. And I get the reasoning, right? Like you're cooking one of these at a time over like a stick or something, but still. In the original version, you actually had to take them out one by one as they were cooking. It was kind of like Monster Hunter, where if you waited too long, they'd just be burnt. Or if you did it too early, they would just be not cooked enough. I thought that was a fun minigame, but apparently these devs didn't think so. To do something instead of just kind of waiting for it to cook. And our canoe is done. Then I believe we need to make an oar. It's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah. Paddle. So while we have the... So there's two seats. There's the passenger and the driver. So while we have the paddle in hand, we go much faster. So Now we go. Goodbye, cruel world. Most people would probably just settled there and just dealt with the fact that the average temperature was 1 degree C, but that's not great. It means that the growing seasons are really short, which is not ideal. Ideally, you want to go through at least 2 to 3 cycles with your vegetables, so you have plenty of food. Not that you need very much as a single person. Probably really only need to keep like maybe 16 crops growing, 8 of which are going to be your grains, and those like last forever. Not forever, but they do last quite a long time. When stored as when you after you knife them, I don't remember what it's called. That it's called after you knife them. Not knife them as in stab, but as in like cut. Just cut away all the excess and just have like the important bits. Because we're probably going to be pescatarian for quite a while, because it is much easier to hunt for fish than it is to hunt for actual, in my opinion, anyways, to hunt for normal things, because fish die in one hit. They all have 3 HP, which is exactly how much a spear does, or a javelin. Ideally, we don't travel like 10,000 blocks without seeing a single island. Crabby boys. Goodbye. I probably should have grabbed like a yak or something, or no, they're oxen or something for some renewable wool, because we don't know if the next place where we settle will have that. Don't regret it. Oh well. Enough. Ocean. Under the sea. Down here where it's wetter. Down here where it's better. Under the sea. You can usually cheese some ores from the seafloor just because you can make doors. And doors still don't, at least in Java, waterlog. So you can just cheese it. It's a lot of effort to keep placing down the doors, and because things can collapse since you're not mining from the same side as where the ores are from. It's a huge pain. I mean, you can support them, but it's a pain. What's that? Is that coral? Giving off the light. Oh, it's magma. Flux. A lot of magma stuff. Never seen those, even in my other world. I don't think I've seen magma outside of a volcano. Magma blocks. Those you usually find on like on the edges of volcanoes. Whoa. Maybe there's like lava pockets under there? So what's the 5? Like 12 average is a good stopping point. What's the thing on potatoes? Potatoes. 37. Okay, yeah. It's quite hot. I think maybe even 15 might be enough. That means half the year it's hotter than 15, and the other it's colder. Um, Ideally, we would be able to grow like potatoes here like year round, um, or vegetables, because that would also mean that we're in a really warm climate and we can just generally have everything growing and have like fruit trees, which are going to be really really important, especially olive trees or olive oil. Olives. The olives themselves are just delicious. Except for the core. The core's nasty, but like I'll eat like the skin. Much care for the core. More Krabby Crab friends. Man. I should put my render distance up. Just to see. Although I think the map has more than... No, the map renders what I see. I think. I think that's how that works. Fills in what I see. Let's go southeast. I think you go like slightly faster. What happens if I dual wield? Nothing. Oh. As soon as I start complaining. Well, this could be just a tiny island, so let's not get our hopes up. Plenty of islands in the ocean. Sea urchin. Yep, it's a tiny island. Ugh. Snagrate. Because that probably means that there's no fresh water. There's gonna be seawater. Gross. Not only that, there's just gonna be nothing in here. There is some jute. Jute's important. Really important. Seeds. Sphelerite. It's probably all that's gonna be here. Hey, man. I hear a quail. I think that's what that is. Sphelerite. Sphelerite. Oh, thank God. I need that single. Average of 7. It's currently 21. There's just nothing here. Carrots are... they're okay. Oat. I don't want to give up the ash. I can make plenty of it later by holding torches underwater. Or placing torches underwater, not holding them. Let's grab our boat on our merry way. That sucks. Maybe I should whine some more. How terrible this island is. Nothing here. Just a bunch of sphelerite. I think there might be like a huge sphelerite. Given how far away all the sphelerite is. One downside to not having a lead is that Canoe will just abandon you. It'll go off in its own adventure. With or without you. Get back here. Hey ho, hey ho. What are any shanties? Could probably look some up. Probably do that. Whoa! Hey, hey! Now that's an island. Although it might just be the volcano. That's typically what these ones are. It's just the volcano and nothing else. Not good. We'd rather settle on a continent. Get some more resources. Volcanoes do have sulfur and pumice. Pumice is important for making paper, so we can make a name tag, so we can make a backpack. See if we can't find any pumice stones. I don't know what I would throw out of my inventory at this point. Some pumice. There you go. Buy stone knife. Some actual lava there. A couple pieces. As much as we can get. So Pumice's IRL is a funny little rock. It's actually mostly air. It has a bunch of air gaps. If you use beauty products or use pumice to, you might be familiar as it with when it comes to exfoliation. These babies actually just come out of volcanoes as like the lightest of the products. These are like the least dangerous out of everything a volcano spews out. If I remember right. It's been a while since I took geology class. But yeah, really interesting. Pumice forms, if I remember right, really quickly, which is why it has a bunch of air holes in it. Because it doesn't have enough material to form a solid rock out of. I don't need clay. There's berries. But yeah, really interesting rocks. It's one of the few rocks I know anything about or remember anything about from when I took geology in high school. I took it, I think it was junior year. Yeah, geology is really interesting to me. Unfortunately, they only offered a single semester on it, so I don't remember much. Ow. Got 10. Oh, was it not for paper? Oh, it's for the treated hides. Oh, no, yeah. It's for paper. And then you need maps too. Really? Books. My knife. Where is my boat? Side of the island. Fortunately, basalt, like magma blocks, don't have any use. They just look cool. Dirt, gravel. Gravel has some uses, mostly just for flint and the early game, anyways. Make arrows. Flint napping is speaking of flint napping is actually quite a tedious process. It takes a long time to do, and not only that, but you have to be really good at it to do anything with flint. It's really a wonder we first stopped using flint, or even mastered how to use it. Really. You need, and it produces a lot of waste material too. You need a lot of flint to get anything done, especially because tools tend to be a lot smaller. It takes a lot of precision cutting to get to like a knife head or an arrowhead or something. Axe head. They're usually pretty. The reason they're pretty small is because it takes forever, and it takes a lot of like wasted material to get to one. Is that the island? No, it's a different island. Now we're just a bunch of islands. Although this is even though there's a volcano over there, well, the other one didn't really have a mountain either. But this is how Hawaii formed. Was it's just a volcano that because of tectonic plates, it's just moving. Or the magma is just slowly moving. So eventually you'll have like dead, like little tiny islands left behind, where the volcano once was a really tiny, disappointing island. Oh. Where do we go? Forwards. It used to be, speaking of land masses, it used to be in the 1.7 version that naturally generated dirt would have all of the values of all the nutrients at full, and they would slowly deteriorate, and then you would need to use fertilizer. Excuse me, fertilizer on the ground to get it back up, and then if they hit zero, nothing could grow on it. And you couldn't just break it and replace the dirt, because that would just reset the values. Thankfully, the devs here are nice when they did it backwards, where they all start at zero, and then you need to add onto it. Free. It's a fortunate find. How far south are we? 11. How hot is it right now? 24. Good. What are you, lemon? Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten rid of my knife with that. Turn those. Great. Yeah. Elderberries. Oh, okay. Did I get any? Okay, cool. So these saplings, and I guess the leaves are kind of important, but I just don't have space. The leaves let you do dry mines, which allows you to turn mud into dirt. Although you really don't have to do that, you can just turn it into bricks. More onions. Onions are fine, not great. Rosewood, more lemons. I don't remember what type of alcohol I make, or what the effects are rather. So in this version or in this mod, you can't get potions. Potion effects are achieved through alcohol. So I think like vodka gives you sequoia. That's a good tree. I think like oh thank God. Okay, the pump's in there. I think like vodka gives you like speed, mining speed or something like that. 10C. Green beans. I don't like the sound of that. we're directly over a cave. Green beans. It's soybeans I'm thinking about. Never mind. Soybeans give you protein. Yeah, green beans themselves are not great. Although I guess we could use the food. Just don't have space for anything. We'll take it for now. But ideally, I just have potatoes. They can grow in a hotter climate. Just hardier in general. We will at a later date have to look for a much hotter climate. To look for an essential clay type thing. I think it's a mineral actually. It's called the kaolinite. Yeah, I think it's a pretty sure it's a mineral. But it looks like clay when you dig it up. So what's the back up to 11? Boat. Against the current. The ocean be that way. There is some sort of temperature mechanic I don't really under. Oh, that's so nice. Salt is so good. Oh, I don't have anything in that one. That's so much more inventory space now. Oh my god. Salt can be used to like salt our meats and make sure that they last for longer, a lot longer. Meat is actually really bad at staying fresh. This is what sailors used to do. Fun fact is they would put like a lot of salt on their meat to make sure that it stayed fresh. Melons we don't need. We already have pumpkins. Pumpkins are better anyways. You can carve them. Make jack-o'-lanterns. We're gonna stop once we hit 15. I think that's a good spot. I could pull it off in winter if I'm at 15. For potatoes to not grow. I think. Hope. Or at least not have too much of a period where they don't grow. Ideally, we'd also be in like a dolomite or I think limestone also provides flux. So I don't have to worry about having to go to the ocean. Look, it's a turkey. Couple. But yeah, you can domesticate any passive mob. It's just most of them won't. Some of them don't give too many benefits, or you can't fully domesticate them. Like deer. it going? During the weather? Ideally, we'd have a boat to get to traverse through the waterway, but we left ours all the way back here somewhere, and I don't want to go back. I didn't realize that there was a river here. I got so excited. That's coal, which is kind of important. Not now. What are these? Olives. Olives are so important. Or saplings. I don't need all of these sticks. Take the fruit leaves though. How many olives? So I have 3 saplings. Ideally, I had more. But yeah, the reason coal's important is once we get a forge, it burns a lot hotter than charcoal. Horses. I don't have any leather. This would be nice. I don't really need. You don't really need too much if it's just you. It's just once you get into like having like a little community that you start needing a ridiculous amount of food. We can even make cellars later on to make sure our food preserves, and that way we don't have to plant every year. It's too ethic. Settling next to a river would also be kind of awesome for just the ability to see. There's some of that work gravel that I was talking about earlier, where you can find. Pretty sure it's just silver, gold, copper, tin, and zinc are the only ones I've found so far. Where'd all my sticks go? Threw all of my sticks away. I believe I threw away all of my sticks without realizing. Alrighty. Some more water in my system now. Love to have a horse, but I just don't have any leather. Well, I do have the hides to make the leather, but it's a whole process. I wonder why I make 2 knives always, but throw away 1. It's just faster to make 2 knives than it is to make just a single one. God, my inventory is just so full of garbage. I have another vessel. Spot. Find another couple vessels. I realized my inventory was gonna be this full. So blind, y'all. I'm so blind. God. Voice. There we go. I had straw on my vessel, didn't I? I'm dumb. Don't need all that. I think what heat does is it maybe makes you use up more water running. What it feels like. Or to okay. This way. Good. Yep. Good. Don't need too many shoots. For now. I'd shoot myself if I not going south, that's why. Wait down. All your potatoes. I think I want maybe 10 potatoes. Maybe that'll be enough. Maybe, hopefully. My other world, I have a huge farming area and I have way too much food. Realize how little actually runs the food. You know, once it's actually like fills up your saturation bar. Once you actually have food that fills up your saturation bar, I mean, just 5%. Potatoes are so great. You can have like 10,000 ways to cook them or something. That and how hardy they are. I don't think if you've never like left out like a raw potato just outside with spuds, it will actively like try to look for dirt, whereas other like rooters just kind of die, or tubers, sorry. Other tubers just kind of die, accept their fate. Same for other veggies. Most of the veggies, anyways. That's a hot spring. Hot springs are nice. They, if you sit in them in the water, you just regen health. Aside from that, didn't really do anything. Is that a donkey? No, it's a gray horse. Sorry, buddy. I mean to call you names. Another lemon tree. Need lemons. You got enough? Rye. -11, yes. So rye is actually the best out of the out of all the grains, in my opinion, just because of that wide range. Uh, my other world, I can pretty much grow them for like half of winter. It's fantastic. Just not having to worry about grains. Ow. I did that. I totally didn't. Because I'm just not looking where I was going. Just holding down W like a monkey. Okay. Oh, and basalt is always what you're gonna find around volcanoes, regardless of what the native type is. Native rock type. So, for example, I think chert. Whereas around the volcano, it's always gonna be basalt. Having different rock types nearby is nice. So you can have different like ore types. Ravines. Look, I just make planks to go around them, but or to bridge over them. But hey, buddy, it's been a while since I've seen anything. How you doing? Sorry, lady. You're a lady. Cherries. We need. There's only, I think it's like tomatoes are the only ones that you need specifically for like some food recipes, like pizzas, and other tomatoey related food recipes. I think you need them for tacos as well, but I don't really stick to anything that's not a soup or a sandwich. I wish there were teas in this game. It's for like health benefits. More salt. I can only carry like 5 more. More magnetite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't count. To 64, that is. What's the temperature here? 13. Maybe another 1,000 more to go. I should have made the lumen just a bed, so I had less resources around. Right. What do I have? There we go. There, now I have an extra spot. Where's her paddles are easy enough to craft. Over there. I would really love sugarcane. Wait, no. Rum is speed. Now that I remember. Sugarcane. Speak of the devil. Goodbye, Jute. Hello, sugarcane. No. Sugarcane's another reason why I would like a nice warm climate. Just having access to sugar all year round. Also, this pack did change how bread is made. Speaking of sugar, in the original Terrafirma craft, you just have to make dough, and voila, you have fully sized bread. But the devs of this mod pack decided no, that's not realistic enough. So now you have to make yeast starter in order to make bigger, fluffier bread. That's full size instead of the. Oh shit! No 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 Batman. Quick. Woo. Okay. So, vanilla Minecraft, wolves are neutral. Until you hit them, They will not attack you. Not in this game mode. Not in this mod. Wolves actively hunt you. Um. So. Yep. Um. Ideally, I do have my saw on me when I do this. Fire starter. Goodbye, turkey. They lose interest in me. Some of them did for a moment. Okay, so ideally, I could find a way. So where I can outrange them. Oh, do not do that. I wish the spear had a longer range. I think they need to be within 2 blocks of you. Thanks. I can. Oh, so risky. Nowhere where they can jump from, right? Either. Not hurting. Oh, that's much better. Sorry, doggos. Like, you need to leave me alone. I don't want to kill you. I'm not sure why they're not running. Yeah, normally they just run away after being hit for so much. Go away. I just want to hit your guys. Run away. This game is so cruel. Run away. Oh. Forgot that it's coming from. Appreciate the free feathers, hello fellas. Right, leave me alone. You can domesticate wolves. It's just pain. You have to be so careful around them. He's like okay, rather rye. I don't think there's anything specific you can do with wheat that rye can't do. Skaters. As you can see, we can get multiple potatoes from one plant, but we cannot get multiple seeds from a single plant. That's from preventing you from going out of control when it comes to scaling. Yeah. Wood is like the worst one I have found. It just has like super cold. In my move. Speaking of rainwater, I read somewhere that water is no longer just rainwater is no longer safe to drink without like boiling or uh cleaning it somehow. Like sad. Keep thinking I see diorite when I see the uh white stones, but it's just gravel. Oh, careful there. This is sprint while we're wait. Chance to just drink water by looking at the sky, not having to worry about for like a little pond or a river. Hey, cows! The bull. The bull's rip. Finding mating pairs can be a pain sometimes. Especially when you have like fish everywhere. So ideally we'd be like further inland where we don't have to worry about mob cats being diluted by fish. So many fish spawns. Away from all the big dots. Right on top of it, which gave me a heart attack. Things just on the ground, thankfully. The ideal way to deal with predators is either to pill her up or water. Water is your best friend. Actually, wait, no. Yeah, and this they actually upgraded the AI so they don't enemies don't just float. They'll actually swim underwater to try and get to you. Unfortunate. And most of these enemies are underground still. Bears and wolves are rare spawns. Right. I just don't want to take chances if they're not. If I can avoid it. Volcanoes here. I think I just wanted a big old circle. Thought it was heading south this entire time, and maybe just going in a circle. Yeah, that. Good. I think the wolves disoriented me. Wolves, I should always have blocks in my heart and my hand. Everything. Promise I'll take it. How did I not see that bear there? Oh my god. I am so lucky it just... We are outies. Alpaca saved me. Boars, I don't think are aggressive. I think they're neutral. This really should just sit down and make a bed. But there's gonna break it. Issue. What is this, maple? Ow. Also, fall damage is like way worse. Like percentage based instead of just like a flat rate. Thanks, my beloved. Hey. Much better. A nice little relaxing hot spring. And we're back up to full, like that. Unfortunately, you can't carry it with you until, again, you get, I think it's red steel. Which is the normal endpoint for Terrafirma craft. The red and blue steel. Right. Been here before. Plenty of animals around, thankfully. Passive animals. Yeah, I remember something. Or I got attacked by the wolf. North for some reason. Christmas. That's about break. Right. Yeah, right. Me. There used to also be like a skill tree, or not a skill tree, but a skill system in old TFC. The more if you did something like smithing or gathering, or not gathering, like harvesting crops, I guess, gathering, kind of. Like you would get like more crops or better quality tools versus now, instead of having to smith for a really long time, the fewer amount of like actions you do at an anvil, the better the quality. I'm not sure which I prefer, being quite frank. There would also be like a cooking skill and kinds of stuff. The cooking skill also like hurts you like getting much meat you could get off like an animal. Of course, there'd be like a cap, right? You get like a billion pounds of meat. So if you're wondering what's slowing me down, it's the tall grass. Any on too tall grass makes it slow. Three. Tree types we can worry about later. I just don't have the inventory space right now. I could make more Russes, but I don't want to stop right now. We're so close to our goal. 15. We are where I said we wanted to be. fly. I'm gonna myself shoot. Good. Not sure if I want to stop here or if I want to keep going until I hit 20. 20 is a pretty good number. Although there are pockets here. River though, or local water source. Which I do need for crops. I could make aqueducts, but those are pretty expensive in the early game. So that's quite a bit of play. Sorry, I just had to sneeze. Warm. There's a kaolinite found with next to like a red bug that looks like that one. What's our rock type here? Pebbles on the ground. Please tell me it's not andesite. Andesite's okay. Oh well. Kinda hard to like a whole area. Be level with the ground. Keep looking. Whoa! Hey, buddy. You little fella. Oh, you like my potato? I wonder why you were spinning so quickly towards me. Let's go on another adventure. Another pig. Pigs are great. They have litters of, I think, like 8 or something. So this is going to be ranch. This isn't going to be a missed opportunity that I'm not going to take. Please tell me, because I have a female with me, please tell me at least one of you is a male. Yes. The only downside is I don't have leads. I can't keep good track of where these guys are relative to me. That's good. Make sure they're still following behind me to avoid any large holes. Also abysmal. Unfortunately, the player does walk a little bit faster than these guys, so just then you have to move fast too far too quickly. Ow. Lots of sugarcane. Although I haven't quite understood how to make yeast, or yeast starter. Every time I've tried, it just doesn't come out. It'd be really unfortunate to run into wolves as well. Me having pigs, though they'd make some excellent bait. Rip rain. I guess I should drink more of that. Around. Yeah, see, I wasn't paying attention, and now I've lost all of them. fine. I'll have better opportunities later. So I don't have to worry about it. I shouldn't be running when I don't have one source nearby. There's one to my east. Never mind. Or to my right. I shouldn't be heading north. I should continuously be heading south, or at least in a southerly direction. We can take a wooded area as long as there's like a little pond, like at surface level, I can use. I don't believe crops necessarily need fresh water. I think they just need water, period. I could be wrong on that. I've never like planted anything in the beach. Right? No. Well, sure, green. Nice. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown away those bones. I just remembered, you can use them for glue, Remembered. Glue you can make wooden bowls out of, which you can use to make put in like soups and whatever. Although I have a ton of clay, so I could just make bowls. Do I have onion seeds? I do. 7's enough. It looks like it's gonna be in a ravine though, which is Can't a guy find like water at like surface level? Please God, let there be like a little pond. Thank God. Why am I looking at them just to trying to figure out like I can take them on in a fight? I mean, I could, but it's not gonna be a great idea. I'm not sure. I understand why the devs don't let you cast swords. I mean, historically that is what humans did. Bronze and copper, they're just their melting points are just way too low to properly like forge. It's much easier to just cast them. It's also a lot faster. Like I get it from like a balance point of view, and I get why they've made it. Carrots. We have found paradise. This little valley. Oh, there's caves. I could probably like set up my base here. Or there's another one there. There is a big cave there. We do have to be like really considerate about where caves are. Diorite's like an okay andesite. Yeah. There's a cave there. Well, another way for anything aside from spiders to get access to us. There's a smaller one here. Yeah. I'll have to block off those caves. Caves are really nasty since they're the only place hostile mobs can spawn. You'll find like hundreds of them. Or if not hundreds, but like a lot of them. There's a lot of ponds. Let me see if we can't find one that's not surrounded by caves. There's cold here. Just big up, big positive. We're settling here. Not that gold is particularly rare or anything. But it is a plus. Palm trees? How? 16. Huh. Oh, that's hematite. I was like, where are their chert? No, that's not chert. Those are hematite rocks. Let me drink something. These are salt water. And there's copper here. So that's a big up. Oh dear. That's what happens when you don't manage your resources well. Please don't let me die here. Water. I realized my water meter was so low. Is there not a way to empty this? Oh. Empty spot on one of these? Nope. So I can make another straw hat now. Wait, can I? Yeah! Double. There's also bismuth. Bismuth, gold. Really, the only thing that's missing is zinc. But I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna be too fussed about it if there's no zinc. That might be perfect. It's a little small, but there's no caves around it. It's surrounded by diorite, andesite, and gasite, I think, is somewhere over here. So yeah, I think this is where we're gonna make our. And it's pretty warm here. What are those? Oh, those are hyenas. So let's get started on building that base, shall we? For now, we'll just do that. Just so that they can't reach me. Okay, so I don't have very many logs, but I have to do. I have there. Just put the seeds there. Okay, so we can go ahead and make a little tiny area. We'll get rid of it later, but for now I just need a little working area. Let's not turn everything into logs. Let's get some planks. Get a crafting table. Into slabs. Hate. Let's make some shade for ourselves. It's not gonna help immensely, but it is gonna help a little bit. So why did I put the sticks in there? Okay, so with this, we can turn it all into yarn. I need wood. Now, how do I make a... so it's a stick surrounded by lumber. Stick. Okay. It's here. Edge. So I'll make that there. Put this here. Hi, fellas. Can't exactly get me, can ya? Damn it. Just... for now. Hiya! Yeah, planned ahead. Eh? Can't get me. Put all this useless things. I need the lumber. Let's put the food items inside the vessel. Or inside the large vessel, yeah. Here, fill that one with water. Okay. So we can see. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we need 3 of these to make a bed, right? Yeah, just any 3. Wool blocks, thankfully. I will need to figure out how to get rid of my hyena problem. I probably shouldn't have placed everything on the center. Should place it that side. So I could get myself a little bit lower. 2. I can make a bow, actually. Oh, I don't have any gravel, though. Should have picked up some gravel, knowing that I had feathers. But yeah, this art's already much better than my previous world. My previous world, I decided to settle in like a little marshland. Biggest mistake of my life. I think we just need these guys. Let me actually... Guys. Shade is... No. Goodbye. Goodbye. Losing resources. Really should be. At least expand the platform a little bit. I don't have very many stones. I think I threw them all away. Yeah, like an idiot. So at least we have a bow now. Can't use it. But at least we have one. Oh, guys. You guys are loud. Yeah, there's no need for you guys to be that loud. Oh, I don't have any stones. I have copper. Rock copper doesn't do anything. Do you guys do that every single time I pop out? Okay. There's no way for them to get to me. I don't think these guys can jump. This is so risky. Not liking it. God, there's so many of you. I think this thing has quite a bit of durability at least. Already, sorry, I got a phone call. Just leave, Jesus Christ, these guys are. Oh, that's why. So you, everybody had to die. Okay. I'm not gonna make it floating, by the way. I'm probably just gonna make it on the ground, but at least we got some small hides and those bones that I need for bone meal. For now, bother me. There's one more. Should go pick up rocks while I can. Just like javelins. Some ladders. Turn these back. Well, you can make ladders with sticks the normal way, but it's just insufficient. Just in case they can climb ladders, get the chance to. Okay, so with the hyena crisis taken care of, we can start. The only downside, well, there's plenty of trees. I just chose a place that has some palm trees. So actually, let's get to chopping. Let's go ahead and set our spawn first and foremost. So that way we don't have to worry about it. Another thing that the vanilla TFC did that this mod pack doesn't seem to do is that when you slept, you actually lost hunger and water. So it wasn't just free to just sleep. You would lose the same amount of as if you had played through the night, but of course, that just means that die. Station. Get this infestation before come back to haunt me. I'm not sure how hyenas work or how any of the pack animals work. Should just be making javelins throw at them. Really wish there was a faster way of doing this. I don't have sticks. Alrighty. It also used to be if you like dug the block underneath the tree, it would just collapse, but you would get out of the wood. But now they just float. Not sure which way I like it better. Timber! And now we can quickly mine all these. And then we should also be replanting these as we go. The trees take a lot longer than they do in vanilla to grow, so they're definitely a resource you can run out of very quickly if you're not careful. I'll probably just keep the rest of the more potatoes. See, I was just destined to live here. All of the great things. Potatoes everywhere, ores everywhere. But we do need Terrafirma to get established. Worry about aesthetics. Timber! Sapling. That should be enough to get started on like a small little hut. I'll probably get some stone off the mountain. Oh, I didn't grab any sand. Far away's the nearest beach. There should be some sand here, probably. Oh no, there's some more sand there. There's gravel there. Yeah, there's sand. It's not too far. Doesn't look like there'll be sand there. It's not too far, so I can make some mortar. Let's clear out all this. This plant that's like growing in general is gonna be really useful later for when we have composters, so we can compost. Composting in this game is, as you suspect, is different than from vanilla. In vanilla, you can just put just like excess crops that you have. Whereas here, while you can do that, that's not going to fill the entire requirement. You need 16 points of green and brown items. Most crops are going to be green items. To get brown items, you need just like miscellaneous things, like this arundo. The great thing about arundo is like it grows very, very tall, so you can actually, if you punch it. That's why I heard skeleton move. I think I'm just going insane. But yeah, you can just punch them as you go down. You can get plenty of brown items, although they are only 1 point worth, so you do need 16 per compost. I'm not sure what the red over my water means. I don't know if that just means I'm losing a lot of water to the environment, or what it means. Looks like there's no ores here, so that's for the ground underneath it. Risk blasting the whole thing, which I've done before. On accident, of course. Never on purpose. Okay, so the rules for planting crops is the same as in vanilla, except, of course, each crop has its own hydration level. So you may go further than just the traditional just blocks. I do believe in order to make a... Oh, it's like that. Stone hosts, of course, don't last very long. Yeah, the farther away from water you are, the less hydrated you are. Of course, I've picked crops specifically that do not care about hydration. Or rather, don't need anything lower than 100. Okay, I'm not going crazy. There is a skeleton near here. There's probably like a cave underneath my feet or something. Yeah, looking at the main map, there's on top of something or another. Oh, skelly. Here's zombies now. 38%, so I'm probably going to want to carry the water over. Again, we're not going to be able to move water until much later in the game. So, let me grab a shovel. For now, let us... But... makes it a lot easier. Now... 1, 2... This way. All 100% hydrated. Just like that. We have a pretty reasonable size farm going on. Look that up. I am not comfortable being this close to skellies. Hurt like hell. Hyena. You better back off, buddy. Coming for your butt. That's right. Javelins. So you can go. It just uses water really quick. Probably it's just worth it just flatten the ground. I probably don't even need this much. Oh wait, you bastard. Both of you. Really wish I had like a... Come here. Damn it. Come here. Damn it. Awful shot. I really wish I had like a quiver or something. Store my javelins in. So close. There we go. One down. Damn it. Come here. Howard. The fact that they're faster than the player just means I can never truly catch up to them. Or? That's right, asshole. Serves you right for picking on me. I'm doing nothing but minding my own business. Oh, hey! It's a gazelle. It's nice. Completely devoid out of anything except predators, it looks like. Good. So my idea so far is we're probably gonna have a storage building here to just hold up all the chests full of food. We will eventually make a cellar, which requires us to go underground, which means I'll probably have to clear the cave that it looks like we're right above. Unfortunately. There is copper and gold near here. I forgot to mark those. The bismuth is right over there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be as simple as just digging into the mountain. I probably will anyways. But it is getting late. We have been streaming for 3 hours now. At least we can just go ahead and plant all of these. Then we can call it a night. It's driving me nuts here in the skeletons. And another reason skeletons suck is unless you have like a mace or like a hammer, you do reduce damage to them. So there's 3 types of damage if I remember right. There's piercing, slashing, and crushing. And all mobs are weak to one type, resistant to another, and then another one just does neutral damage. So we can actually start on processing these 2, although I don't know if we have the... We should with Douglas Fir. I think Douglas Fir lets you, gives you tannin for those, which you need to process. Although we will need, flux. Any other, I should get those. This I'll just take with me. I will have to look for some like a breeding pair of some sort of animal. Just whatever's closest to here. Olive saplings. These I want relatively close, but I'll probably just put them here, where the water doesn't reach. So the pumpkin seeds do need, much like vanilla, the like block that they can go to, room right next to. So I'll probably have to find like a special spot for them. Juke grows anywhere. Green beans need sticks, which I forgot to bring. Sugarcane just needs temp. Needs like really high hydration. So they're just for jute. I don't know if any plant needs higher. I think maybe papyrus might. Papyrus. Yeah. It needs to be pretty hot for papyrus. Um, so we can actually, since our average is like 16, we might be able to grow them. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. Papyrus just makes making paper easier. Oh, it's the right. I forgot rye is very picky with its hydration level. Thankfully, we do just have flat land, so we can just move it slightly away. Rye. Hydration 25 to 85. So yeah, just away. Are my You always need 2 rocks at least to nap. I don't have any sticks. Where did I pull all my sticks? Just use them all. That's kind of a problem. Oh, so the temperature's too high. The hydration's too high. Oh, because of... So this section will be dedicated to rye. Okay. Whoops. That. We should plant all of our other saplings too, because palm trees aren't great for sticks. I'm gonna need a lot of sticks. Only reason I was stick to a stack earlier was because we just need to. We were needing the inventory slots. So it looks like we do have a mating pair of gazelles, that one female that we saw earlier, plus this one male that's hanging around. We do have plenty of passive animals. Looks like we have quite a few fish. South. those are fish, because fish are the only ones that clump together like that. Timber! I've never seen covered in moss. That may or may not be a problem. I don't know exactly what the spawning rules are. All I know is that they just need a cave. Honestly, I might just make my home inside the mountain. Just there. Or here, actually, at the base of the mountain. Although I'll need supports, so then I'll need quite a bit of lumber. There. These maple saplings. Again, it doesn't really matter if we have a ton of bunch of like dark spaces for mobs to spawn, because they can only spawn on caves anyways. Another area. Go. Okay. Don't need the green beans. Potatoes. I can just put these in here. I put my vessel. Put it down here, right? Yeah. Did you get all the seeds? Oh, there's more. There's another vessel up top. See, I'm already. I said I would plant the things, and then I'm getting distracted. But for real, I'll finish planting, and then I'll go. It's like there's no way those are all my potatoes. Do this maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Why are they dead? Dun, dun, dun. Picky. Picky. I like potatoes. Not picky at all. Right next to the water, they won't care. Pumpkins. I think they need to have There we go. Ideally you want to do the same formation as you do like in vanilla, but like I don't care. Get all this stuff planted. The lemming saplings. Right. There we go. We want to make sure we do a good chunk that are spaced apart. Just guarantee we get more saplings, because it can be an issue. Then I have the green beans. 30 to not really picky. Sticks to grow on. Our seeds. Okay, so now I am finally free to go home. Or I am home, but yeah, next time we start off, we'll have a farm. We'll get some building done. I'll move my bed and just everything over down here. Or yeah, no. I'll probably just make an actual structure over there for my home. I'll make a some kind of storage solution here down here for all the crops. I'll make more. I'll need a lot more vessels. Store all these. I'll probably make some large vessels too. Just to store those vessels in, just so we can have a decent chunk. We'll also need to start making like an animal pen. I'm thinking about maybe putting it there, maybe here. Um, maybe making like a little barn and having, like a constant source of meat. So yeah, ideally we need pigs for that. But yeah, I've been rambling on for too long. It's been 3 hours, almost 3.5, and I need to go get ready for bed. I am starving. I need to have dinner. Um, but yeah, thanks for coming along on this journey, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye.